You are now listening to the CarLifestyle podcast.
With host
Seth Rose from Exotics Rally.
Elizabeth White from It's White Noise.
CarLifestyle.
Okay, we are back from Cobo Hall here in Detroit on the CarLifestyle podcast. And we actually are joined by Jim Morrison.
Not to be confused with Jim Morrison from The Doors.
You're going to make me sing, aren't you?
But
we might.
he is the VP and the head of Ram North America.
Sorry, they're just handing me something here.
Yes, we're being interrupted
Sorry.
with mints
Ooh.
and with water.
Yes,
It's
look at
almost
that.
like
Very
room service
accommodating.
here.
We
I'm
want to
telling
try
you.
this again. They didn't share, though. He was supposed
No,
to bring me
I have a
different
water here.
You
Yeah,
have
no,
water?
I have coffee.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's even better.
So to let our listeners know, we are sitting in a Ram truck and we are getting delivered goodies.
Yeah, we are in a brand new 2017 Ram Laramie Mega Cab truck.
Yeah, you're in a Longhorn. You couldn't pick a better seat in the house. You know, as far as this is the luxury truck of Texas. It just won an award in a head-to-head competition with all the other trucks from around the world. You know, we went to Texas, a field of 70 trucks. I think there was, 70 journalists, and they put the vehicles in a head-to-head competition. And the Longhorn edition of Ram came out on top. And you're seeing why. Real leather, amazing kind of melt leather, around you when you're sitting down. Leather on the dash, real wood, real leather, heated seats, cooled seats. All the technology you can imagine in a pickup truck.
This is definitely a luxury truck.
It is, and
it's a workable truck.
Well, and that's actually what's really interesting. If people haven't really paid attention to where the truck market has gone here over the last few years. I mean, at one point in time, the heavy-duty pickup truck segment was just purpose-built vehicles. They were either driven by the people that had commercial vehicles, or if they had horse trailers or car trailers or toys, big boats. They would hook them up to the toy. They'd drive in the weekends, and that was it. But this is an example of how those two worlds have come together, because this mega cab dually is incredible. So it's got a 6.7 Cummins, 900 pound-feet of torque, just unbelievable. It will pull your house.
It's a monster, yeah. I have a business in the trucking industry, and
Yes.
the Cummins, I was saying earlier, has killed the market. It's the best out there.
It is, and they last forever. Ram is very happy to be the longest-lasting pickup truck lineup in America, and we owe a lot of it to the Cummins. These things last forever and do an amazing job. Great fuel economy and great power. So you'll see that this vehicle, it feels like you're in a luxury car, but it can tow over 30,000 pounds.
It's a monster. Like you said, it could pull a house down without a doubt. And not to bring up any other manufacturer, but one that rhymes with the word gourd, like I said earlier, they've had nonstop problems with power plants and changing over, time and time again. And Chrysler, Dodge Ram specific, has stuck with the Cummins because it works.
I like it best when they shoot fire out of their tailpipes, but I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Wow.
Detonation all the time, and I had my share of misery with those trucks. But I've had Dodge Rams now and Dodge products in my own business for my own personal use for about 4 years now, and they never let us down.
Yeah, they are great. When we proved out the longest lasting claim, we went back to as far as we had credible data, which was like 1988 or something, and we have more Ram vehicles as a percentage on the road than any other manufacturer, be it Ford or Chevy or the imports, and that's just a good testament to what drives these trucks, and have a good power plant like we do with Cummins, or of course with either one of our Hemis, our 5.7 or 6.4 gas engines, very durable engines as well. And then we've got the new 3-liter eco diesel, which gets up to 29 miles per gallon in a pickup truck. And there was a long time. I mean, no one ever thought you'd even say
Reach numbers
29
like
miles per gallon and pickup truck in the same sentence. Yeah. And now it's commonplace. We've had our 1500 eco diesel on the market since 2014, so it's becoming commonplace.
Is there a future for hybrid for the trucks?
I think as we look forward, certainly with the regulations that are coming down the pipe, I think that's certainly within the realm of responsible thinking. I don't know if our customers are willing to pay more on top of what we've got today here for that, but it's certainly proven technology that's out there, and we'll see where it goes in the pickup truck.
But definitely the luxury truck market is definitely come into play. I know that some of the uber luxury companies, such as Mercedes, is coming out with a pickup truck, and they're trying to jump on the bandwagon as well. But you guys have definitely scored with this one. I mean, just looking around it, and I urge people to go to their local dealer when it shows up in the showroom. Just the materials alone that are used in this truck are really impressive. The wood itself, the leather, and just it's appointed very well.
Well, incredible attention to detail, but it's a really good way to prove that you can have your cake and eat it too. And the people that are driving these trucks, it's incredible. What we've seen. These people are driving these, whether it be a 3/4 tons or 1 ton trucks, every day. And then they're hauling, their boats or their horse trailers, their car trailers on the weekends. And, before you had to have 2 vehicles. So now they're able to have one. And these people are often, towing $100,000 trailers. So,
yeah.
A $60,000 or $70,000 pickup truck is easy for a lot of folks. And we're glad to offer them up the best of the luxury class here with Ram Longhorn and Limited.
What's your typical clientele for the truck industry?
Well, it's broad. We start out with with a $30,000 tradesman truck, and then run it all the way up to to a $70,000 Cummins equipped limited or Longhorn luxury truck, and there's every variant in between. We've got off-road trucks, with Rebel and with Power Wagon. So if you're an outdoor, sort of a nature lover or a hunter, whatever you want, and you got a 4-wheeler you want to put in the back, a bunch of motorbikes, or tow a bass boat, you can do it with with one of those vehicles very nicely. Our
the 1500 has sold beyond imagination, I'm sure.
It is.
I mean, you see them everywhere. There's so many lease specials out there.
Yeah, we beat Chevy a couple months back, and they didn't think that was very fun. But yes, we're doing very well with the 1500 for sure, and
it's a lot of bang for the buck. I mean,
it is.
Look at them.
Our Bighorn over there, the silver truck, the Bighorn, it's got incredible amount of value in that proposition. You can get leases for $379 a month. $3,000 down, and that's your daily driver.
Truck.
And that's got that vehicle itself has got a V8 with the 8-speed, so it gets great fuel economy. It's got 20-inch wheels, the 8.4 touchscreen. It's got a power seat. It's got dual exhaust. A lot of things that people define as a really cool truck. 20-inch wheels, dual exhaust. 8.4 touchscreen is our volume runner now. That's what the customers are looking for. And then of course there's our Eco Diesel, which if you want to go long distances, with a truck, 750 miles range out of a 1500 diesel pickup truck with Eco Diesel, it's incredible the range you can get out of these things too.
Do you see more of the truck market moving into the bigger cities?
Yes, and I think what's really interesting is we've actually designed a truck for the cities, because I do totally see what you're asking about. The night edition at the corner back here, the red truck with the black grille, the black side steps, and the black wheels was designed just for that. It's a city truck. And not that there can be country trucks and city trucks, but country trucks with chrome bumpers and chrome grills,
right. Massive wide dualies and things like that are a little easy to get around in Texas than it is in New York City.
Kind of fit in the country environment. And what we found was the sport truck fit really nice in the city environment and was selling very well in the city. So we gave it a little bit of a night attitude, and we called it night, and that's selling very well in the cities. Actually doing pretty good in the countries too, but it's right at home at night in the city. And the thing with city people is everybody needs a truck. At some point in time, whether it's every day, every week, or every month, at some point in time, everybody needs a truck. I
could have used that.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving furniture,
moving furniture.
Grocery store.
Yes, helping your friend out. You name it. Yeah, there's lots of reasons to need a truck. And now you can do it in such comfort. You can have your cake and eat it too.
Cool.
Can you tell us about how many Ram trucks are on the street today, or about how many you sell a year?
Well, last month we had a great month with Ram. Finished out 2016. Sold about 550,000 trucks here in the United States, and the number of on the road, boys, that's enough. I'm just doing math because that was our best year ever here for Ram 2016. It was up about 11%. So high 490s the year before that. We've been selling trucks for a long time. I don't have the exact number that are vehicles that are still on the road, but I can tell you that we have the highest percentage of them that are still on the road. That's how we won the longest lasting claim.
That's pretty cool.
Do you drive a truck?
I do.
What do you drive?
I do. I have a 2500 Cummins Limited. I will show you a picture of it. It's my daily driver.
I'm assuming you live in the area.
And yeah, I actually live in Canada. So
I was just going to say that. He said a and about.
Oh, did I say about?
Yeah, you did.
So that's why I drive a pickup truck. That's my daughter. That's actually at the North American Young Riders Championships
Horse
out
jumping?
in Colorado. Yeah,
My nieces do that.
Yeah. She was on the Canadian equestrian team. And don't worry, the Americans beat the Canadians, so it's
we usually do. Anyway,
well, so here's the deal: is they always do, and that's why my daughter's actually training with the Americans because they are way better than the Canadians, and then she comes back and kicks the Canadians' ass when she's back in town. But that's why I drive a truck. I will show you my truck.
So you haul?
I do. In fact,
trailer?
drove. That was a 23-hour haul from Detroit through to Denver. We did it this past summer.
And what does the horse weigh?
The horse weighs around 1,200 pounds.
And the trailer?
The trailer about 7,000 pounds. The stuff had us right around 11,000 pounds with all of the stuff. We actually took a bunch of the...
2,500. That's a light load for 2,500.
It is. It didn't break a sweat. It was hot. It was
Probably
98
aluminum
degrees.
dual axle trailer. So
it was it was good. Now blew a tire.
I used to use the Dodge Ram 3500 to haul a 5-car carrier.
A 5-car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's so you're 25. No, you're more like 35,000 pounds.
About 37,000 pounds.
Yes.
And it never failed us.
Well, that's amazing. You look at the number of Cummins Rams that are on the road; they're always way overloaded. I can't ever.
We never had a problem with the
condone
load.
any of that stuff.
We always burned up brakes, but that's because of the weight.
but yeah, that's my truck right there.
Oh, very cool.
And it's doing its job, which is getting my daughter to where she can be happy and safe and that's a lot of fun. I also have a Rebel in the family, like that red or like that black Rebel over there, which is a lot of fun too. The off-road truck, take it off-road. It's actually really good in the snow.
Do you have mud bogs in Canada?
We do have mud bogs in Canada. It can do a
love
pretty
that.
good job with that. Especially you get those Toyo tires, a little bit of wheel speed, and they throw the mud off them, and they're pretty good off-road trucks too.
So you're all about
cool.
trucks.
Yes, it's a lot of fun having the Ram truck brand, to come to work with every day, and it's a great brand and a great lifestyle for sure.
So, rewinding a little bit, how did you get involved in the automotive industry? Did you grow up in that, or?
Yeah, it's interesting. I back in the 80s, before I even admit to starting, I actually started. I was going to be a dentist and started out. I was selling cars to make money to pay for school, and I had so much fun selling Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Plymouths back in the day that I decided to stick with it. So it just kind of naturally kind of flowed into it, but had so much fun in the car business that I decided not to go the dentistry route and stay in the car business.
Awesome.
Are you glad you made that decision?
Today, I'd have to say I am. Yes, yeah. Some days, no.
Yeah.
But some days, yes. It's it's an incredibly challenging industry, and we're sitting here, and I can see Ford and Chevy and GMC trucks. We're all within 1,000 feet here in the auto show, and the nice thing about us is we're all very consistent. We give each other about this much flexibility, and for your listeners, I'm pinching my fingers together because we give each other no flexibility, and it's
very competitive.
We're always trying to piss
Hunger
the other guy
Games.
off, and that's why by tomorrow my Ram Power Wagon will be up just a little bit higher, so you can't see the Ford sign at all, and we misjudged that by just about 3 feet. So
would you say the most competitive market is the other domestic brands, or are other brands from overseas starting to give you? Because I just saw this morning, I think the Honda Ridgeline took the truck of the year.
Yes, they did, and congratulations to them. We're gonna put the Ridgeline in the back of this dually. Just
Yeah, I
for
was
fun.
going to say, none of them have the capacity.
I'm
that
not sure
your
that we
trucks
would
have.
even consider that a truck, but they
really
called it
don't.
a truck, so they
like a
won an
sport
award,
ute.
and it's think, as they say, North America and Honda and truck and the same thing, and they give it an award. So but there you go. We could put that Ridgeline in the back of this dually and drive it around.
I mean, the only other full-size pickup, I would say, is probably maybe the Nissan Titan to a certain extent, but nothing has the capacity of the Dodge.
Well, yeah, and we've been doing this business, for almost 100 years. With the first pickup trucks, we helped with the military. Obviously, we've been a standalone Ram or RAM brand here for 8 years. But we've been doing the truck thing for a long time.
Yeah, and the ProMasters as well have come a long way.
Yeah, ProMasters and ProMaster Cities, the vans that we've added to our lineup are doing great. The ProMaster City, does everything well from hauling muffins and cakes to all of the roofing materials that you'd ever want around a small city environment, and then. The ProMaster, the large van that you see back there. I mean, you could actually put a house
Customize them,
in a
yeah.
house. I had a big flood here in my house this fall and ended up having to strip all the stuff out of my basement and take it to the dump. And I did it in one load with the ProMaster. There's so much room now. It was stacked right to the roof. But they're great vehicles and they're very efficient. The ProMaster City is America's most efficient work van, and we do that because they're front-wheel drive technologies. They're very balanced loads, and they do a good job with drivability, but they put traction over the front wheels. So a lot of people remember the vans of the old days. You get a little bit of snow and the things get stuck.
Everywhere.
There's, driving across 3 lanes and all that stuff. Well, you don't get any of that with the ProMaster and the ProMaster City.
We've seen a lot more of them back home. We're from New York in the city area. A lot more of them being used for commercial purposes as well as limousine and people movers and custom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing. You throw $100,000 of luxury at one of those things. I've seen them, and it's just like that's
amazing.
A home office that
Right.
they run through Wall Street. There are just incredible with what they do. And then New York is actually the largest van market in the world.
Is it really?
For all of the delivery reasons
Yeah.
and stuff like that you'd expect.
And the biggest pickup truck market in the world, I'm assuming, is Texas.
Oh yes, Texas for sure. Basically 25% of the trucks here in America are sold
That
in
high,
Texas.
25%.
Yeah, it depends on the month. Sometimes
think
it's
it was
20,
that big of a
sometimes
number.
it's 22, sometimes it's 25. It depends on the month, but
Are they mostly four-wheel drive or a lot more two-wheel drive down there?
they do the majority. They do more two-wheel drives than
do,
anywhere
yeah.
else around the country. California does some two-wheel drives too. Now it depends on the 1500 side of the world. They do more. They still do more 4x4s than most, but on the heavy-duty side of the world, as you can imagine, once you get up around $50,000-$60,000 trucks, the majority of them are all 4x4s.
Yeah, why bother
And
with
whether
a
you're
two-wheel
driving through, pulling your cattle trailer out through a field and whatever, you want to have it a 4x4.
Yeah, well, one of my businesses revolves around I'm in the repossession business as well. So
Well, that's got to be cool.
Yeah, so,
you hang out at night and you're ready to hook up their truck as soon as they go to sleep. How does that work?
So the Dodge 4500 and 5500 chassis have been killing it with tow trucks. More tow trucks are sold on those chassis than any other chassis.
They are
in the
really
US.
good tow trucks.
It's phenomenal.
They really are.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
So and the resale value has kept very
We have
well.
a dump truck back here just because every guy wants a dump
I saw
truck.
that,
Yeah, yeah.
That's
The,
cool.
the tow trucks are very popular for the Ram, we do majority of them with Cummins, but we do some of them with gas too. So you can have both the 6.4 big gas engine or the Cummins, and
Most people are choosing them because of the fuel economy.
yes.
the Cummins is phenomenal compared to all the other brands.
Yeah, and with the amount of torque they've got and the durability, those things last forever. In their trucks. So, and they're always overloaded too, as you know, a 7 trailer.
We've
trailer.
towed a semi single axle trailer.
Yes.
With a Dodge 5500.
Yeah, they're incredible. What the 5500s can haul. It's a lot of truck.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, we thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule, I'm sure, because the auto show is definitely cranking here, even on press day.
And since you're the head of Ram
Yeah,
here,
the head
and
of
Jim
Ram.
Morrison, we got to fend off the people wanting your autograph.
Yeah, no one's asked for my autograph today, but it's still early. Yeah, so
Yeah, we got a couple more days to go.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny. He still made more money than me last year, and he's been dead for I don't know how many years he's been dead. 10 years or whatever, or 20 years now.
Maybe
But
start redirecting those checks to you. You can cash them.
yeah, I'd like that.
If anybody has a check for Jim Morrison out there, royalty check, you can send it to Jim Morrison at Chrysler, Dodge, Ram.
There you go.
So thank you again for taking time out of your schedule to be with us on the podcast. We look forward to checking out some of the other products you have here. And if anybody else has anything to add, do you have any type of social media platform you want to add where people can find you?
Yeah, you can go to the Ram Facebook page. There's a lot of cool stuff there. You can see stuff from the show. Plus, you got to check out the TRX that we have in the corner.
Everybody keeps talking about the TRX.
It's,
I haven't
yeah,
seen it
gotta
yet.
check it out.
It's a supercharged Hemi V8. 575 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
It's a concept vehicle that we're having a little bit of fun with. And
Oh, yeah. Our listeners want to know,
sounds
when is
incredible.
the Jeep Hellcat going to come out?
I don't know anything about Jeep
Yeah.
anymore, so but you're
It's a
listening.
big hush-hush thing around here.
You've got to go on to ramtrucks.com and listen to that sounded like a little bit of a marketing ploy there, but if you just listen to what that TRX sounds like, it's incredible. It'll make you smile. You should have it as your ringtone.
All right.
Ringtone.
We're going to work on that.
Yes.
Well, thank you again, and that's a wrap.
Car Lifestyle.